Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Killer B, the doggone witch finder general. You got a witch, I'm burning them up. Please hit that like button on the way in or when you're on your way out. Like to become a supporter, please hit my Cash App or any of the other portals through YouTube. Make a donation, you'll be added to the bottom of the stream there as a supporter for every live stream that I do from here on out. With that being said, chaka doodoo. Chaka doodoo. What's wrong with you, boy? What happened? You got nervous? Hmm? What could it be the rattled your cage? You trying to find a way out now? And shout out to Neo X. Go over there and check out Neo X's last live stream. Put the nail in the coffin, old boy, like a real trooper. So it's a sad day for Maat Forever. Brother, you don't follow my aunt. You don't care nothing about my aunt. You don't know nothing about my aunt. And you're going to be where you need to be. All the way at the bottom. You lost. You lost. You lied. You betrayed people. You misled people. And this is what happens. You do that. This is exactly what happens. No sound. I don't got no damn sound. For real? This thing on the screen moving as I'm talking. What the fuck kind of shit is this? All right, how about now? You hear me now? How's my sound? Come on, Texas man, and let me know. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. You hear my sound now? How's my sound? Jesus Christ. Oh, it's good? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Stop messing with me, Texas Bama. It must be your end. Free Mind says it's good. Let me double check this thing here. All right, streaming info settings. Audio. Yep, it says my audio is good. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, you ain't shit, Texas Bama. You ain't shit. All right. So you took me. I was in the zone. You took me out my zone. Now I'm all jacked up now. But it's all right. It's always something. I was like, yo, the beginning was going too well. Yo, something had to happen. Something had to happen. It was going too well. But anyway, Maat Forever, he's finished. He's all done. He don't follow my eye. He's a hypocrite. He's a liar, manipulator, and all that other good stuff, right? I showed that shit was goddamn going on a year almost in July, where I sent him all the information on Uncle Suge and Queen's Throne and all that stuff, right? Now we come and find I just posted the video up the other day on my channel, right? Where he said he didn't know nothing about Uncle Suge and messing with a 14-year-old girl and all that stuff, right? Where he had the information. I told him on the show, right? He said, no. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. No, they couldn't throw him and say anything like this. But now, since that video dropped, homeboy been juking and jiving. Now you trying to say that it's okay? It's okay if the underage girl consents. It's okay. It's okay. So you gave Elijah Muhammad a pass. Which you seem like you one of them or you probably still is one of them Nation of Islam niggas. Or follow that Mahat shit. Or not Mahat shit, that Moorish bullshit. Right? That's the Morris thing. That's one of the biggest jokes in Black history, right? Um, you gave Noble Drew Ali a pass for messing with an underage girl, but what you didn't mention Noble Drew Ali's initiation practices, where I believe I could be mistaken. It was a 12-year-old girl that went in the room and got naked for Noble Drew Ali for initiation. I doubt it. If you type in Noble Drew Ali in my on my channel, the video should come up and I'll talk about it. I could be correct about the age or something like that, but I had the newspaper clippings of it, right, that I read. And now, since you said the claim that Neil X made, that was earlier this morning or last night or something like that, whatever. I just saw it. And I'm sorry, I'm getting sick, y'all. Um, she played a clip and you giving all that a pass. So if you give that a pass, once again, old Sa Netta is winning. Old Sa Netta is winning. Hold on. Old Sa Netta is winning again. And congratulations to Sa Netta. Congratulations for Sa Netta on the victory. Talking to Sa Netta on the phone where yeah, it tells you it's not even about that. Like he had some what they call it, interior motives or whatever that he had going on. This ain't got nothing about no child abuse, nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with none of that. With none of that. It got to do with him, his ego. That would have had something to do with it. Take the shit out of my pocket here. Yeah, I heard plug this phone in. You know how I am with the phone, y'all. Plug this shit in real quick before it go off. All right, boom. There we go. You're looking good now. Big ass about to bust this bench open. Yeah, so it's a shame. It's a shame that he put that up there and he didn't. He said those things, but then turn around and get on Sa Netta about Nikki, right? Which we don't even believe in any of that stuff. There's no evidence in any of that stuff. So Killer Bee don't be trying to talk about something we ain't got no evidence of. We might talk about, like I said the thing about National Tahuti is I can only speculate. And I said it many times, I can only speculate. This is what I think, from my observation, right? Of what was said, and I heard it from firsthand people, right? Now, Shaka, you gotta come clean. Or you're gonna go to what that girl said. I made a clip of it the other day that was on your channel. She sounded like a supreme coat funky. I should start me and my aunt coat and stuff. She be right up there and shit. Be digging her ass out and shit. I am the Prince Maat, king of the universe. Heru came down himself and crowned me king. You know what I'm saying? And had this woman and shit. Let me stop, y'all. I'm getting crazy now. But yeah, that woman was nuts. And she was talking about Sa Netta and his name and how he's gonna pay in the afterlife and all that stuff. And my homegirl Killer Cat, yo, shout out to Killer Cat, Cartoon Cat, right? That's my homegirl. She went up on their channel and basically used common sense. She came on there as a normal person, not somebody all caught up in all this conspiracy theory, caught up in all this cult stuff. She's a person from the outside that just happened to find this shit, find you niggas on the internet. Basically, put it like that. She's from Sudan originally, but she lives in the UK. She a little out there. She like she's a little hard to handle once in a while and stuff. She's cool, right? And she's somewhat fair. And she was like, yo, ain't nobody think like this and shit the rest of the world. And all this stuff, like, you know what I mean? So basically, made a fool of him on his own channel. Made a fool out of him. Nobody don't care nothing about none of this shit. Nobody don't care about this Egyptian shit, none of that stuff. But you have to create this, right? To make yourself feel like you some type of knowing person that people should listen to you because you have all the secrets and you're here for the black nation. Um, you hold the keys for black empowerment and to get us back to when we was kings, which is a bunch of bullshit. Now, how you get back to being a king? Go to motherfucking work, nigga. That's how you get to being a king, motherfucker. You go to work, have your motherfucking family and shit. That's how you be a motherfucking king. You king in your goddamn family, bitch. That's how you become a king. You ain't gonna become no king any other way. You motherfuckers in poverty, you know how you fix poverty? Go to work. Never said I owe, so off to work I go, motherfucker. So, let me drop the thing I found here. But I don't want to come on. Oh man, it's cold whipping my ass. Texas Bama done fucked my whole shit up. Took me way off course and shit. Now I'm stumbling and bubbling trying to figure out what I was gonna say earlier. God damn it. Oh. God damn. Put the shit up there. There you go. All right. Anybody want to come on? There's a link. It's okay. I'm just playing with you, Texas man. It's all right. It's not like I don't go through this every video live stream I put up. It's all good. Yeah. Anybody want to come on? Shoot their shot. Tell me I ain't shit or whatever. It's all. I'm all ears. You gotta explain yourself though. Like old Willie Grits, rest in peace to Willie Grits and stuff. He said, "Yeah, hit the dislike button, but make sure you tell us why you mad." You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tell us why you mad. So, yeah, man, he's over that. Like that's a done deal. Like I told him in the email. So, Sarnetta called you a pedo. I didn't even hear anything. I listened. I'm like, I'm not listening to all this shit just to hear this nigga say this shit, right? He got no evidence of it or whatever. And I ain't gonna lose no sleep out over it because it ain't true. I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it, right? And damn, ooh, cold. But it's a shame, and I've been pointing this out. And it takes time for people to start to see some of the stuff. Like you can go back to my videos like 2 years and you see shit that motherfuckers talking about now. I've been talked about it. I've been talked about that shit a long time ago. Shit don't go over in my head. Shit don't go over in my head like that. Some people listen to some shit and that shit go right over their motherfucking head because they caught up in the in the caught up in the whatever you call it. I can't think. It's called killing me. What's the word I'm looking for? They all caught up in all the hype, basically, of what this person is talking. He seems like a powerful teacher. Like this nigga live streaming all day long, 8 hours. When you have time for your family? You know what I'm saying? When do you have what's up, Def Javis? When do you have time for your family, nigga? When do you have time for your family? That's why your last baby mama ran off with the kids, and we still waiting to hear about where them children at. Where that woman, what happened to that girl? Ooh, what happened to that girl? What happened to her? Doctor, that you got so mad. That was a narcissist move. That you went straight to YouTube. How you go straight to YouTube? Somebody take your kids. You going on YouTube. Ain't none of us can help you, nigga. We can't help you. You know what I'm saying? You better call the motherfucking police or some shit. And you probably didn't. Why? Because you did something. Ain't no woman gonna run away with no kids unless you did something. That's fact. You know what I'm saying? So we still waiting to hear that. But you over here talking about everybody else's life and shit. Let's talk about yours, nigga. Talk about yours. Since you put it out there on the table. Like I said about Sonetta and shit. If he shut the fuck up, ain't nobody be here talking about it. You know, I got AIDS and shit. Okay, well, you said that. You said it. Ain't nobody else said it. Ain't nobody. You ever heard the HIPAA laws? You cannot. The doctor cannot disclose any information to any third parties and none of that shit, except you, by law, federal law, right? Now you told us. So what we supposed to believe? We believe what you say. Like if I said right now, oh, I just got hit by a car. And then next week, I'm like, I ain't get hit by a car. What y'all talking about? I ain't get hit by the car. I'm like, nigga, you just did a live stream last week and said you got hit by a car. And now niggas is pressing me about it. And I'm like, niggas making up lies about me. And nigga, you said it. Nigga, you said it. I ain't say you said it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. But back on this nigga, you live streaming, like, I wonder where your baby mama at now, the other baby mama, right? Because it seems like you can't keep a woman. Are you married to these women? Have you married these women? Or are you trying to be like Nova Jolie and Elijah Muhammad? I want to know how old these women are that she had kids with. That's what I want to know. I want to know that too. Mm-hmm. Yep. Since you said it's okay, this nigga said it's okay. It's not rape if the woman consented. So you trying to tell me a 14-year-old girl and a 30-year-old man, that's not rape? Like they were in love. She was in love. That nigga ain't. That nigga say, oh, that's a young chick. I'm trying to get that. And manipulate her. And the motherfuckers is doing this to grown-ass women. They doing this shit to grown-ass women. Imagine what you could do to a 14-year-old, 12-year-old girl. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? So do the parents okay this? Do the parents okay this? Come on, y'all. Anybody want to hit that link? I know you watching Shaka Doodoo. Come up here and defend yourself, nigga. I know you won't. You dip from Sonetta, you dip from me, nigga. You don't want no smoke with me. I already told you this. I don't know why you was like, well, actually, you did try to avoid me and shit. Try to take some little cheap shots and shit. Like, I ain't hear this shit. And then you just like Judah Nasty. He was like, yo, you get at Judah Nasty? I'm like, shit, yeah. They're like, what are you going to do, Killer B? What are you going to do? I waited like 6 months. And when that 6 months was up, man, I dragged that nigga up and down the internet. I had that nigga on suicide watch. Dead ass. You can ask anybody. I had that nigga on suicide watch. That motherfucker calling the old time, the fucking suicide hotline man and shit, asking for help. Please get Killer B to stop. Please get him to stop. Yeah, that's all it is. It's for money. It's for money. And you know when he said that to Sonetta, right? That he didn't know nothing about Uncle Suge and all that stuff. You see V Bennett sitting right there not saying a goddamn word. He know that nigga was lying. And he played the smart role by not opening up his motherfucking mouth. He played the smart role by not opening his damn mouth. That's what he did. That was the best thing he could do. Is shut the fuck up. He's sitting right there. His old suit cooler lips and shit. Sitting right there. And they business partners. Now nigga do graphics for him, make all those t-shirt designs and shit. They getting money. They trying to get money. That's why you gotta listen to that long ass fucking advertisements and bullshit every fucking live stream we do. Ain't nobody wanna listen to that shit. Them bullshit ass t-shirts. I've been doing that shit, nigga. Fucking yeah, man. It's sad. It's a sad day. It's come to show now. I want people to disband from this nigga. And when he go live, tell that nigga to get the fuck up off the internet, nigga. You see him now. He not talking that shit now. He can't. Because if he talking now, people gonna be able to. Well, what about what Sonetta said to you? What about what Killer B said to you? What about what Neo X said to you? So that nigga making whole different subjects now. This nigga talking about some whole other shit right now. That nigga going back to the motherfucking museum and shit. That's what he should have stayed doing. And I told him, I was like, I used to watch our business ride to you. I just liked it because you go to the museum and it showed the shit in the goddamn museum and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't really give a fuck about what the fuck you got to say about it. You just showed me the shit in the museum. So it's like me getting a free ticket in the museum, right? Chris Harris on the side stealing all his information, his bullshit ass information. It was a goddamn shame. That's another lying nigga, that Chris Harris, man. That nigga talk until Sonetta, he quit that debate because he didn't pay him. Sonetta said, nigga, I ain't never told you I was gonna pay you shit. Motherfucking thing. And then the next day he go on some other platform and said, oh, it was because I'm going through a divorce. Nigga, you ain't never been married, nigga. I got videos from how many years, nigga, with your hand. Nigga, you ain't never had a ring on that motherfucking finger. And you can't say that you was some Israelite marriage shit because you told me that your girl is your girl from childhood, motherfucker. And she don't fuck with that bullshit. She don't give a fuck about that shit. So where your ring at, nigga? Never had no motherfucking marriage, nigga. Only thing I ever heard, I heard one video with a girl. That was when you was in Torah Nights and you were doing some kind of gay ass dance in the motherfucking hotel and shit. That's what you was doing. I tell him that. Call me a liar, nigga. Call me a liar. You were dancing around like a goddamn woman in the hotel room, motherfucker. Why? What's the Afro style? I know his thing is Afro styling, but why? This is some shit that come up when you type that up. Will come up. Talk to me, Rock Man, or hit the link. I remember he was trying to make them whack ass Fruity Loop beats. Fucking Fruity Loop. I got hit socket Sonetta. Sonetta, if you listen, yo, tell me that real nigga name and shit. We gotta find some shit out. I got some people in France too. We find out about this nigga. Hey, what happened to that girl? What happened to that girl? She do to that woman, Shaka. Bob, what come up when you look up Afro styling? I know he go by different names and shit. And that's another thing niggas do and shit too. They'll bounce around different names and shit. When one don't work out, they go to another name and shit and do the same bullshit. And he said, who was that? He said, oh, you have a pedophile on your platform. Who was that? Fucking, he was telling, was that Neo or somebody and shit, right? I'm like, nigga, you was on my Tarka Bay shit. And I been told you that shit. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Well, I had first mention, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing up on this nigga shit? That nigga got a straight record, nigga. Pedophile record. Oh shit, my nigga. My nigga. my nigga. My nigga. You happen to got the video when the woman ran off with the kids and shit? Yeah, I got that one. That'd be a treat right there. But damn, motherfucking cold, boy. Ooh, I lost my damn thought. Shit. Shit, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. That cough took everything out. Ooh. So you email now. I don't need to hear nothing else now. So you be emailing me that video. Yeah. I'm like, yo, Tark the Bane he's on the Sex Offender list, nigga. You over here chit chatting with that nigga. And who was the other one? It's Uncle Suge. Uncle Suge with his admitted pedophilia on 2 women, right? Then you got Queen's Throne and shit. We had DCF involved, had kids throwing up gang signs. He calling her daughter a little bitch. The kids looking in the refrigerator and shit. Ain't got no food in there but a mayonnaise jar. You got her man doing the video and stuff too, talking about he can't show the rest of the house because the house all dirty. Got a picture of her with fucking pipe burns all over her lip. And, Judah Nasty. Why was he chilling with Judah Nasty? That's what. If any of y'all got that link to that video, when he was talking to Judah Nasty. Now that was one of the first videos I played on Shaka's channel. With Judah Nasty and shit talking about the fucking pedophile in his house, messing with his daughter. And we got the nigga on tape leading the little girl in the back room. The little girl grabbed his hand. He looking left to the right, see anybody looking. That cameraman, whoever was filming up in there, saw that shit. That motherfucker, he just dead. He looked back and forth. Judah Nasty drunk over there with a mayonnaise jar, fucking some Guinness or some bullshit, drunk as shit, with his legs crossed and shit, with wearing a blouse, fucking straight bitch, and he go in the back room with the little girl and shit, with his little wig on and shit. We got it all on tape. Hell yeah, I saw that shit, Neo. Hell to the motherfucking yeah. Why you think I hit the live button now? Shit. Hell yeah, I saw that motherfucker. Hell to the motherfucking yeah. I saw that shit. That's why I'm up on this motherfucker now. I was like, shit, I got help report this motherfucker right here. Shaka has a very long rap sheet. He ain't. Oh, that's one thing too, yo. I can totally see that shit. Yep. He said some shit the other night about some shit like that. I forgot what it was. Hell yeah. That nigga a whole hypocrite and shit. Had all them motherfuckers up on there. That nigga actually gave Elijah Muhammad, so he got a background with them niggas. He got a background with the Moorish and the Nation of Islam. That shit big over there in the UK. He got a background. I bet you he got a background with that shit. Bet you he got a background with that shit. Yeah, that was a good one, Neo X, though. That was a good one. For real. You signed, sealed, delivered that nigga. That ass. Signed, sealed, delivered. Straight up. These motherfuckers calling me. Yeah, man. So he done. All he could do is this man and not show his motherfucking face on this bitch anymore. Unless he up in the fucking museum or some shit. We don't want to see that shit now either. Motherfuckers go unsubscribe to that nigga. And all you members, people that are members and shit of that nigga channel, cancel your membership with that nigga. Save your goddamn money. Go buy your kids some fruit roll-ups and some bullshit with that money. Goddamn granola bars, some Capri Suns and some bullshit for your motherfucking children instead of giving it to that nigga. And they ain't no good. Sitting there lying, did a whole campaign almost a motherfucking year A whole goddamn campaign and shit, like a year. For what? For nothing. For views. That's all that shit was about. That's all that shit was about. That's all that shit was about. Dead ass. But Neo X is the grand wizard of that nigga and shit. She was fucking that nigga up. Yup. Yep. Yeah, because he's straight up lying. And when people try to come on there and tell him some shit, he go, and shit. Yeah, Young Honey Roo is a dumbass nigga and shit. I'm ashamed of him. I'm really ashamed of him. He's like actually the first person all of them to actually. Thank you, Neo. Thank you so much. Um, she, damn, shit. Young Heru was one of the first people that came on there from their whole little clan and shit. V Bennett is just a flunky. Like V Bennett in a tight spot, he can't do nothing because he got to make his money from his little fucking bullshit ass fucking t-shirt designs and shit. He got to get his money, so he got to agree with everything Shaka said, or he ain't getting no checks. He ain't getting none of that motherfucking money. That's why he got to do that. If V Bennett tell me I'm a lie. Yup. Done. Those niggas is finished. Like, they out of here. And you notice they ain't been talking about that shit. Where all the Signetter shit and all that bullshit that the videos he be doing. Now this nigga talking about some whole other shit. That nigga doing videos in French and everything. Yup. Got that nigga out here fucked up. Gonna say he didn't know nothing about Uncle Suge and shit. Having two kids, having kids by two 14-year-olds, two of them. And I did the goddamn video showing the motherfucking the laws and everything at that time, not now, but at that time. And what Uncle Suge did, he got them 14-year-old girls pregnant, right? But now here's his daughter. Underage daughter get pregnant. What he do to his daughter? He kicks her out the house. That's crazy. And now she up on Instagram and doing all types of stuff, dropping it like it's hot. Everything. Yup. Somebody called me a liar about her. You ever see that on video? Uncle Suge's daughter and stuff? Like, she ratchet as all hell. She don't give a fuck. Somebody made a channel, and that's all they do is upload her and his gay son and stuff up on the video channel and shit. Yeah, he got a LGBTQ son. Look just like him too. Look just like him. But Young Heru need to come clean with that shit. I'm ashamed of him. V Bennett, he just a bitch and shit. He a flying monkey. He just a bitch. Like he just that nigga is a bitch. Like straight up. I ain't got nothing else to say about him. Yeah, man, it's fucked up. And there's so many people out there on the YouTube doing this shit. Like doing it. Like with him, it's not, I don't see like really a movement, but I see where that shit could turn into that shit. Especially when I saw that comedic girl come up on there and talk all this shit. So, oh, Hey Rue is gonna do this to Signetter. Now you're not young Hey Rue, but the God Hey Rue is gonna do this shit to Sonetta and all that. Yo, listen, that shit done, niggas. All that Heru and Cyrus shit, all that shit is done, nigga. That nigga is all that shit buried under the sand, motherfucker. That shit's finished, nigga. That shit is finished. Ain't nobody give a fuck about that shit. That shit ain't never coming back to life. Ain't nobody gonna start worshiping that bullshit again. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Life is gonna go on, motherfucker. Which you hear or not, motherfucker. 100,000 years from now, there be some other bullshit going on. That shit be long gone, motherfucker. Nobody give a fuck about that shit. So they'll talk about Christianity and shit like that. So what's so bad with Christianity if it's the same thing? What's so bad with it? That means it's a closer. Well, I can say this. If you want to know what that ancient Canadian shit is, look at Christianity. If that's your claim, you have to look at Christianity. You have to embrace Christianity. You have to. If that's the closest thing to it, and that's the oldest thing that was next to it. That's the oldest thing next to it. So if they copied it, so you should be following that. Because these other niggas don't know nothing about no Kemetic shit. Who you gonna listen to? Jabari, that Azra Quasi, and them dumbass niggas is over there making up shit, pointing at the motherfucking wall and shit, and statues and shit, making up shit. I remember this nigga trying to say, "Oh yeah, these are the first Freemasons." And shit. Like, man, shut your stupid ass up, that dumbass shit. You see him wearing the gown, wearing the apron, and all that shit. Chris Harris tried to tell me that bullshit too, right? Said, what's that nigga name? Another goofy ass nigga and shit, trying to get motherfuckers out here. Kasu Amon Ray, or whatever the fuck his name is, right? He's another nigga that tried to discredit me because I was beating his ass up, right? So he said, Chris was like, yeah, he's amazing and shit. I'm like, no, that nigga ain't and shit. He said, he in the lodge of Amin Ra, nigga. I laughed my ass off, nigga. I was like, nigga, that's some Malachi York shit right there, nigga. That's some Malachi York lodge, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking, and that's a clandestine lodge. That shit is not part of the body of Freemasonry. A lot of people got to understand that shit. There's a lot of groups out here that call themselves Masonic lodges and stuff, but they're not part of the body of Freemasonry. They're out here speculating on what it is because they were never members. Understand what I'm saying? And oh yeah, back to the Egyptian and the Freemason shit, right? There's a claim that was made that I think it was somebody Tomb or something. King Tut, some one of them motherfuckers, right? Said that they did a thing and they had all the garb and stuff on in the sarcophagus. Like they did a X-ray and they unwrapped all the bandages around the body. And they saw there was all this Masonic symbolism shit up in there. That's just bullshit. That's a false ass claim. It's a false ass claim. The people that said that they did the autopsy shit on the body wasn't there. The museum, the curators, none of that shit. Never heard of none of these niggas and shit. That's like the motherfuckers that believe that there's Egyptian shit in the Grand Canyon. That's the funniest shit right there. That's the fucking most hilarious shit. I remember there was a dude trying to show me some artifacts that was taken out of the Grand Canyon. And actually what the picture was the gift shop in the museum and shit, like Washington, D.C. and some bullshit like that. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, y'all keep listening to these Chris Harrisons, these Shaka Doodoo's and your Tahaka Bays and all these the Jabaris and all that shit. Y'all be some stupid, lost motherfuckers. You be up on the Killer B show 5-6 years from now and shit. Damn, Killer B, you was right. You did a video on this goddamn 10 years ago. You know what I'm gonna say? You goddamn right, you stupid motherfucker.
frustrated. Oh shit, I broke up Jabari and shit. There you go. Always starting shit. You got there right, nigga. Come over here and defend your cult leader. Come over here. I dropped the link. Link up in the chat, bro. Come out here and defend your cult leader. This is my boy Daniel Heru and stuff. He ain't a cult, but he my boy though. I ain't got nothing to say about Daniel Heru. Come on, Heru. Well, you selling one of them cars and shit. I heard the cars is cheaper out there where you at, Daniel Heru. Somebody told me that up here. They said you buy a car out there, that shit like half the price of what you pay for it out here. You talking about Shaka? Well, come on here and talk about Shaka. Tell him why your cult leader is better than him. Come on. Then you hear ruin the Jabari coat. Goddamn, he got to wear certain colors on the week and shit. Or he going to what was the shit? What's the shit you go? Not they weigh your heart and shit. You supposed to go somewhere. We had the show. We had the YouTube channel for that shit. What was the name of the shit? The Duat. This shit. Come on here and tell us why Shaka going to Duat. That nigga don't practice no goddamn eye. And it's always the motherfuckers that push that shit hard as fuck. It's the most front in his ass motherfuckers like Judah Nasty and shit. And his temple being guardians. He goes, Judah Nasty said he guarding the temple. He hold up the Torah and shit. He guard the temple. He guard the temple, all right. Guard the temple for your fucking wicked ass for going up in that motherfucker. That's the last nigga that be allowed up in the temple. Telling people he can make his booty hole clap. Ain't that some shit? Calling everybody a homosexual and shit, but we catch this nigga on the internet talking about he put this in his mouth and he'll make his booty clap, motherfucker. Hey, that's some shit. Can y'all believe that shit? And this nigga over here calling himself a Torah teacher. Woo, man. That nigga say, I'll make my booty clap. Come on, Daniel Heru. You ain't selling no cars now and shit. You on lunch break, nigga. Yo, everyone on the West Coast and Washington and shit, y'all hit up Daniel Heru. Give you a good deal on the car. You tell me you know Killer B. Good deal on the whip. But yeah, man. So like we're gonna see all this shit. Jabari guilty too. Jabari was part of the scam shit. Well, remember they were telling everybody they having the Sonetta Awards at the on Broadway. Shit. Everybody know that Broadway is where they had the plays and all that shit. They were talking about the Broadway. It was a venue and shit that wasn't Broadway. I think what was it? The shit was called Broadway or some shit like that. It wasn't actual on Broadway. So I forgot how it went. I did the video on it. I forgot which way that shit go. But it wasn't the place where everybody thought that where it was. They made that up to make it sound good. They're talking about, oh, he put the down payment on place and all this stuff. It would have had like a little small venue. But he had everybody food that was on Broadway. And Jabari sitting right there. Like, yup, on Broadway. That nigga going to Duat too. He can tell Heru, he tell Daniel Heru, hold my hand. And shit, that nigga can jump right into Duat. And shit can jump right up in that motherfucker. And bring Heru with him. You should have been following me, nigga. Killer B told you not to follow me, nigga. You should have listened. Bird looked me at Duat, nigga. Get that big ass snake on your ass and shit. What that motherfucking snake name? Apis? Or some shit like that. That big ass snake and choke the shit out your ass there in your head. You keep fucking with that nigga. Take your ass to the Watt, nigga. You fucking with them niggas. Like, you should listen to Killer B. Jack me at the bottom. He said it was Apollo. Oh. He originally tried to have it at the Apollo. Which is probably a lie. That nigga ain't got no money for that shit. And then he changed it to Broadway. That's what it was. Yo, Neggy, what up? Over here chilling, yo. You know, beating up on these false ass niggas out here. You already know. Y'all go check out my man Neggy Sweetfield and stuff. He got good content over there. There's always something different, always something informative. It's a lot of stuff that you'll hear other people talk about on YouTube and stuff. That was good. I like about Neggy's channel. It's always something new. Something that like half the shit I don't even think you can even look up on YouTube and shit. He like the only motherfucker on there with that shit. Oh. There you go. I thought I had you up on here. Come back in. I ain't see you. I see you now, but hop back up in here. As soon as I hit the thing, you went off. Well, yeah, that's a good question, Neggy. That's a very good question. Come on, hey, Rue, shit. Come on back. You couldn't have been back that long. So I'm not the back. Y'all hit that link. Y'all, damn thing. Who the hell is this? Let me drop the link up in here again. Make sure y'all hit that damn like button, y'all. What the fuck is this? Hold on a second, y'all. I'll be right back. This nigga ain't shit. My man, Pull Up Harold and shit. Shout out to him and shit. He keep me flowing with the good bud and shit. But he gonna be one of these niggas now and shit. Call on my ass and shit. He know I'm live. And he can call my motherfucking ass and shit. Text me. And the name didn't show up, so I went to go say, I'm like, who the fuck is this? I was like, oh, I'm like, this nigga know damn well he's subscribed. He know damn well I'm live and shit. Made me hold up the goddamn show. Oh shit, this nigga got Judah Nasty with a Batman suit on. Oh shit, I just looking at that. Yo, y'all stupid. Is that Bob Brack? Yo, y'all niggas is crazy. Yo, y'all niggas is crazy. Hey, Rue probably invested mad money in that nigga too. But to learn all that bullshit ass comedic shit that don't amount to nothing. That shit don't amount to nothing. And all it is somebody interpretation some shit that they don't even know. And why do all these comedic motherfuckers always got a problem with the real scientists of this shit? The real niggas that's going in the tubes and studying. All these niggas got a problem with this motherfucker. Why? Why? Oh, they black. They black. But they won't tell you that the motherfuckers right next door to Egypt and shit was lily white with blue eyes. They want to show pictures. Let's show them pictures. They don't never show that shit. And just because somebody black, they're African and shit. That don't make no sense. What about the motherfuckers in India? Some of them niggas in Southern India, blacker than black, blackity black, motherfucker. You won't say nothing about them. Or they comedic. And half that shit. I did a good video on color in the ancient world. It's called shit. I can't think of it. That was a good video. Nobody watched that shit either. That's one of my best, real good videos. Can't say my best and shit. I got fucking almost 1,000 goddamn videos. I showed like the meaning of color when you look at ancient art. I think if you put up color in ancient art or something like that in the search thing in my YouTube channel, it should come up. You sound like a Hebrew Israelite. I try to follow it to the best of my ability. But that don't cut it. That don't cut it. Shout out to what's his name? Jim Green. He's a Christian on YouTube. He has one of the Sakari members and shit. Do you follow the law? He said, to the best of my ability and shit. He said, now show me a scripture where it said follow the law to the best of your ability. Oh, wait. Oh. What was this? Yeah, you can come on, nigga. Hit the link. You gonna ask me to do that shit? I told you, don't you got a thing where you can just pop up on this shit anyway? You don't even gotta hit the link or something. I think you just show up on this motherfucker any. Oh wait, hold on. Let me put the link up in here again for you, Nike. I thought I made you some kind of special mod or something where you could come. I know you could bit by boot people up off of there, off the panel. I know that. No, he was in the back chat. I just saw the private message. They Rue said, I'm trying to follow my. You get up in front of that scale, motherfucker. They don't want to hear no try, motherfucker. Nigga start reading that shit off, nigga. You gotta hit a home run, nigga. You gotta hit a home run. You gotta hit a home run, old boy. You gotta be Mickey Mantle on this motherfucker. You gotta be fucking Jackie Robinson on that son of a bitch. When you go before that scale, goddamn. We already know what's Shaka Doodoo gone. I remember shout out to Neo because Neo did a show when she was going through all the Maat things and shit, the Maat laws. Man, that nigga he failed. It was like, you know what I'm saying? He failed like 90% of it. And the other ones we couldn't charge because we ain't seen enough of him and shit. But the link in there, nigga. That nigga said, I try to follow my aunt to the best of my ability. That motherfucker said, show me the scriptures and shit where it said follow the law to the best of your ability. That nigga was stuck. That nigga was stuck. And that's the Hebrew Israelite shuffle. And they'll do that on other cults too. You follow the law. They say, well, we in captivity and stuff, so we gotta follow. No. You gotta follow the law, nigga. Other Jewish motherfuckers, they follow that motherfucker. Meditate on it day and night, nigga. So how we gonna? We in captivity. Everything is an excuse. Oh yeah, Alon, Alon the Wubinite. Okay, so I'm trying to get on my computer and do it. All right, Neggy. Oh yeah, Neggy, I got a good one for you. I was listening to Alon the Wubinite, not the Rubinite, the Wubinite. The 12 sandwich eating Wubinite. Somebody pressed him on his live yesterday and said, why you using, like, basically saying, why you using, because they took the chat down. I can't see the chat when I watch this video now, right? And the motherfucker basically was pressing him. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. I got to take this call. Hold on. God damn. Hold on one second.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, there you go. All right, hold
Okay.
it down for 1 second. I got
All
see
right.
this call real quick.
All
It's an
right.
important call. Hold it down.
All right.
Plead your case. Plead your case till I get back.
I ain't pleased nothing, man. You talking all that. You talking all that shit. It's talking about comedics. But nah. So, yeah, this is the Killer B show where he just goes off on everybody. Ain't nobody safe. But that's what I like about the show. Because Killer B, anybody can get it. He ain't no joke about that shit. 100% fire. He burns everybody. Now, Killer B, Killer B. Okay. This is one of my guys that's on YouTube on his channel. He has a channel. He be talking shit all the time, burning everybody ass up. They call him the witch finder general. Oh, can we talk about everything? Ain't shit. Relationships. Yeah. He used to be a Hebrew, but when he separated from the black Hebrew Israelites, he lost part of his mind. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, he ain't been right. Nah, nah, Killer be cool. But he was talking about Jabari and the comedics. Now, I don't know what he mean by that.
Shit up even more.
Killer B, you back? Killer, you
Hey,
back?
real.
What's up? You back?
Yeah, I'm back. Yep, I hope you ain't seen nothing crazy because Neo damn sure clipped the video and shit
Man, I
and
was saying all.
exposed your
Hey,
ass
listen.
to Jabari.
Hey, look, I was saying all kinds of crazy shit.
I bet you was. I bet you was.
I was saying all kind of crazy shit.
Yo, you putting the code hotline and stuff. If you like Maat and shit, call 1-800 666 Maat.
What'd you say? Now they got a code hotline.
Yeah, you got code hotline. You didn't hear that? Jabari came and advertised it on Sonetta the other night.
He,
They got the Jabari Maat hotline.
wait.
One
You
eight hundred.
said he said he did what?
Jabari got a hotline number for the Colt now. It's 1-800-666 Maat.
Boy, you know what? The more you try to bring up stuff on Jabari, the less stuff you find, and the more shit y'all gotta make up.
You got your colors on today. What color you had to wear today?
No, we already disproved that one.
You hear what I said?
Hey, I already
What
disproved
color
that
you
one.
got to wear?
Hey, you tried that. I already disproved that one.
That nigga going to work selling cars in purple suits and shit on Tuesday.
Uh,
He got a green suit on Saturday.
yeah, I already disproved that one.
People at your job, they're like, "Well, hey, Rulio, you've been dressing quite colorful lately."
Uh,
You got a
uh,
green suit on Tuesday. You got a red suit on Thursday.
nah. Hey.
Welcome to Big Kid East, now GMC.
Yeah.
Don't mess
Yeah.
around like
Yeah. That was y'all. Hey, that was y'all in them Hebrew Israelite faith. Got to wear the purple with the little fringes and stuff, little tangle bells on the side and stuff like that.
Oh shit!
Wearing the head scarves
He
and shit
said,
like that.
he said
With
the
them big ass
tangle.
WWC
He
belts.
said the tangle bears.
That was
Oh shit!
y'all. That was y'all.
The little tingle bears and shit. Oh
Hey,
shit.
so why you talking? So what happened? Why you turn on your boy Shaka Doodoo, man? That was your boy. He came out when he first came out. That was your boy. You was on this platform. You was burning people up, and then all of a sudden, what's that Greek guy that got too close to the sun, or that person who got too close to the sun?
Well, that's one for Nagy. What up, Nagy? Who was that, Nagy? I know Nagy now.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
no,
I think, yeah, I know what myth you're talking about.
yeah,
They made wax wings with feathers
yeah,
and wax,
yeah,
and then one
yeah.
of Icarus.
Icarus, yeah. He flew too close to the sun, motherfucking failed. See, that's what happened with
Oh,
Shaka with you. He got too close. he thought he was cool. You burned his ass off.
yep,
Soon as he got
yep.
out,
That's a good one. I
soon
know
as he
you
got
got
out,
one, man.
man.
What up, man? How you doing? All right. Yep.
So what happened with what happened with Shaka?
He had well, basically, I was telling him to like he was going at Sonetta and all these people, right? So he was cool with Queen's Throne and Uncle Suge. So I'm like, these niggas is doing the same shit as what you call Sonetta and his entourage is doing, right? He said, no. No, Queen's Throne didn't never do that. I said, no, Queen's Throne and Uncle Suge. No, they're not pedophiles. No. I said, nigga, I got the goddamn evidence, nigga. And that burnt crack pipe lip ass bitch, she gonna call me one on her show. It was nice to sign that on the show. That was funny about it. It was nice to sign that on the show. When I came on there, it was an all-out assault on all them niggas. And them niggas don't even know me. Like, right? So I told him about that. He said, no. He said, I'm gonna email Queen's Throne and ask her. And right, so 2 days later, I said, you get a reply from that bitch? He said, no reply yet. He said, please refrain from calling her a bitch these names. I said, fuck that bitch. I said, that fuck she is. Right? So I sent him all the receipts on all the shit. I sent him the video that they did when I was on there, and I came on there like a gentleman. I ain't coming there to argue with nobody. I came out there to warn her about Judah Nasty and shit, right? And they said all this shit from listening to Judah Nasty ass, right? So now I sent him all the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? You can't be, Killer B don't be accusing that you got no paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So I sent him all the paperwork. He said, no. Please throw that in. I said, nigga, do a video on the bitch. Right? So he didn't do no video on the bitch or the nigga, right? So that's what I did. I started dropping that heat. You know what I'm saying? I started dropping that heat. And all of a sudden, that nigga closed mouth. So I said, what the fuck kind of shit is going on here? If you an advocate for child abuse, anti-pedophile shit, and pedophiles, anti-pedophile supporters, and all this shit, right? I said, you can't pick and choose who you fucking with. You know what I'm saying? If you going hard on Sonetta, you got to go hard on these motherfuckers or any other motherfucker that's doing it. Right? Like I told my heel on talking Bacon. I'm like, that nigga is a registered sexual offender. That nigga registered. You know what I'm saying? You up on his shit, yippee yapping, right? Now you hang around with Uncle Suge got admitted to having 2 baby mamas that were 14 years old. And he was 19. Right? So he didn't want to say shit. So then Sonetta comes out with a video lighting his ass up. No. I did a video on him. Basically, it wasn't a bad video. It was a critique video. Oh, wait. Did Sonetta make the video first? Yeah. Sonetta made the video first. Using the same information I had. I sent him. Right? And this is old receipts. These receipts is old. Right? And I was like, God damn. How the fuck? Sonetta got a motherfucking tracing my emails or some shit. Sonetta do a video on that nigga. And I said, see, you dumb motherfucker, you lost. I said, you looking stupid now. Now he winning. Because you want to make the shit, you want to keep it real. So like, You can't be a hypocrite with the shit. You can't be accusing somebody of some shit and then hanging with some niggas that doing the same thing. And they fronting like they ain't doing it. So I did a video, not really getting at them. I wasn't getting at them. I was just critiquing. I'm like, yo, I told you they wasn't no good. Sonetta come out with the stuff I already sent you, and you refuse to do the video on it. Now Sonetta is doing the video on it, making you look stupid now. Well, all you had to do is do the video first, right? And you've been in the clear, right? So what? You would have lost friends with Uncle Suge and Queen's Throne. They part of that program that you against, right? So it shouldn't be no dust off your ass. It shouldn't be no skin off your ass for it, right? So, like, I done critique videos on Neo. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I think she could have done this better or whatever. It's like, shit, I still support her. I rock with DOX all motherfucking day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Other people like Chris Harris. I used to do critique videos on Chris and shit, right? Of course, that nigga couldn't take the shit, right? I would like, well, call me a liar then, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, niggas quiet. So Sonetta takes my live stream that I do that morning on him and plays it on his channel. And you know how Sonetta don't like my ass and shit. That nigga won't say my name. He didn't say my name and shit. He just put it up there. He did another video. He actually put my name in the title of the video. I was shocked and actually spelled my name right. I was very amazed at that. But he took it down right after he did it. It was like titled like Killer B keeps it real. He always keeps it real and some shit like that. I hope you keep that same energy when I'm talking about him. But but it's all good. Because I was like, shit, I'll help Sonetta fuck you up, nigga. I said, that's the kind of nigga, I'll help that nigga fuck you up. This for being wicked. Because like the scripture said, the evil shall slay the wicked, nigga. Know what I'm saying? So they thought I was on Sonetta shit. So they gonna do a video. So he mad now because he want to protect Uncle Suge and Queen's Throne. And they use that to discredit me. Say, look, he on Sonetta. He's supporting the pedophiles and all this shit, right? I'm like, you dumbass nigga. I wasn't on that shit. That's a live stream he took and was playing it on his channel. Or he knew that. And decided to make it look that way. Right? And then I went on there to clear it up, right? And know what this nigga gonna do? They're gonna block me. They're gonna block me, so I couldn't come over there. I couldn't come up there and make the corrections. Right? So that was some wicked ass shit. So I'll say, you know what? I'm good. I said, watch what's gonna happen. Because I already know, nigga, when you sit there lying, you gotta remember that shit for the rest of your life. You can look stupid. You just can keep burying yourself. Right? So I ain't say nothing. Then some shit happened where I don't know what else started where I started fucking his ass up again. Because I wasn't gonna say shit. I was like, this nigga low lying fruit. For one, he too easy to beat up on. Two, he's not even type my target of my channel. He's not even like the type of motherfuckers I go at. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, nigga, you want to push the envelope and shit. I can show you how I can show you how I do this, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like JC, I can show you how I do this, son.
Well, the thing that I notice is that when most people talk about Shaka, and I, like I said, I mean, I don't have nothing against Shaka. I don't have nothing against most people.
Hold on. So you support the pedophile supporters?
No. But the thing is this, right? The point is this: when people go at him, he comes back at them. He's done it to everybody, but he did not come back at you.
Why is that? Just like everybody else asked.
I haven't seen a video or him talk about you after the things you said. No reply. Yep. That's the thing that I noticed. There was no reply.
They can't reply to it. Yeah. They can't.
Yeah.
And that's how I set everything up. So you can't say nothing. Because it's plain and simple. In a court of law, you be done. You be underneath the prison. In a court of law. I put it right there in front of you. And be like, now call me a lie.
Uh-huh.
He said I signed that. He said he didn't know that Uncle Suge had two baby mamas by 14-year-olds. He said he didn't know that. And then I got the receipts of the emails with me sending him the shit. And this is a recent video that he said that. I got emails, multiple emails, back to back to back of receipts of Uncle Suge and Queen's Throne from July 2023.
Yeah. I don't know. When I saw the video that you put up, and he said, no, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. Show it to me. When Sanet was talking to him. And then when I think that's Uncle Suge, right? And
Yeah.
it's a matter of simple math. It's subtraction. It's just subtraction. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You can even consider algebra, you know, you know, 19, 19, what is it? 19 minus x equals, or 19 minus 14 equals x, whatever you want to put, however you want to put it. It was crazy.
Yeah. And not
Oh,
only one of them, but two. He
yeah,
got two of
two.
them pregnant in the same
Right,
year.
right, right.
Two of them. And you know what? His daughter probably was around the same age, got pregnant, and he put her out on the street.
Yeah, 19 minus x equals 14. And that was crazy. Because I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because when
And
he
he
said
said
it,
he
he
didn't
said
know
it so
about
casual.
that.
He said it's so free flowing, right? You don't really get it at first. And then
Yeah.
then I was like, wait a minute.
And I did
Huh?
the video back in July too, where I showed the laws in his state at that time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
His motherfucking ass supposed to be in jail.
didn't he say he was 50? He said he was 5 years older than both his baby mamas. He had his first kid when he was 19, something like that.
Yeah. Yep. So they were 14 years old.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they were 14, because that
That
means
nigga
that
is lying.
that,
He
that,
could be
that no, hopefully
12,
they was
13.
14. But well, listen, because they could have been 13. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's not even high school. That's
Yeah,
middle school.
this took a real hard, disgusting turn. That's not
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
Shoot.
yeah, yeah.
And
So
then after all
so
that, know this nigga Neil X last night or this morning or whatever. I don't know what she posted. I didn't look at the date. But I just saw it this morning. She got a clip of this motherfucker giving Noble Drew Ali and Elijah Muhammad a pass for marrying and sleeping with 14-year-old girls, saying it was consensual, so it's okay.
no.
So a 30, 50-year-old ass man and shit messing with a 14-year-old girl,
So
that's
what? So
consensual.
Oh,
And you a cult leader?
you want to hear something really
no.
crazy? This is really crazy. You know what Maoists will never admit to?
What?
That Mao was basically in his 50s having sex with 13-year-old girls.
There you go.
You know,
Oh,
the
Maat Forever.
godfather of
Yeah.
modern China.
Yep. 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 And what's the name of the like? Maat Forever, Shaka Doodoo, be like, oh, it was consensual. He married that. It was
Well,
consensual.
you know
Like,
what?
it's like
A lot,
any
a
niggas,
lot.
these motherfuckers. Go ahead.
Shaka, they trying to live. Shaka, they live in Killer be like they back in the first century, fucking
Yeah.
1500s, when you know what I'm saying, when that was a social norm for stuff to happen,
Yeah.
when during a certain period of time, and it's evolved. You can't
But
do that. You can't do that no more, huh?
and nobody didn't give a fuck what a woman had to
Yeah,
say or what she was doing.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. No,
Like,
you just
I'll
can't be
snatch
running
this
up
bitch
on.
up, do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to be. The Hebrew Israelites, the same thing.
Oh my
They
goodness.
used to, and shit, like back in the day, you could snatch a bitch up. Said in the ancient world, when you see a chick, you catch her out in the open and snatch her ass up. This shit, you mind woman, you mind woman. Better not buck up, bitch. You know what I'm saying? They was on some shit like that. And they told that's how the kingdom gonna be. Yup. Yeah. So really, Shaka Doodle is like Tahar. Jesus.
Well,
They should name the channel GMS Forever.
yeah. Well, the part he messed up is when that came out, and then when y'all start getting on them about why I don't ever hear about you getting on anybody in France or in your city that's doing
Right.
that. You just kind of concentrate on the people that's on, you know what I'm saying, in the community that's on YouTube, but I'll never
Because
hear
it's
anything
generating
or you saying
dollars.
anything. Yeah, yeah. See, and that's another part where you messed up at. Tell you, man,
Yep.
hey, listen, man, some people are built for the YouTube streets. Some people just shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta stay low because
Yep.
if you're doing enough stuff, it's gonna come out. People gonna find
Hold on a
holes
second.
in everything.
Nigga, that wasn't a big old bottle of vodka you just sipping, was it? Don't try to mute the
Chinese
mic now, man.
Pepsi. I got Chinese Pepsi and I got Chinese Coke right here.
Ain't that some shit? This nigga here.
I can get some
That shit
Chinese
probably
Mexico.
stale in the motherfucker, nigga. You drinking that shit.
It's not stale. It actually fizzed pretty good when I opened it, and it's a good thing it didn't make a mess.
Did you order it from China, from there or something? They mailed it to you.
No, they had it at the gas station I went to not too long ago,
Mm.
How the
which
fuck
is
they got
really
Chinese
crazy.
Pepsi? That shit illegal, nigga.
I saw this at the gas station. I'm like, I gotta buy that. I don't care how much it costs.
But is it made in China or they just did like a
It
Chinese code?
actually, the good thing is because I'm someone who knows how to read this stuff. Somewhere on here it actually says, like on the Coke, it actually says like China,
Oh,
like
I wouldn't drink
from.
that shit, nigga. The motherfuckers making that shit with no shoes on and everything, nigga. I would not drink that shit. The motherfuckers been in that motherfucking warehouse. That motherfucker been in that factory for fucking 3 weeks
This
straight and shit. They ain't
this
got no
thing
shoes
looks
on.
this thing looks pretty cool. I'll say that.
They get a child labor slave supporter.
Damn.
Well, at least it's not. At least it's not Mao Zedong, piping down 13-year-olds
Mm-mm.
right after he swims across the Yangtze River.
Damn.
Yeah, man, but yeah, these niggas fucking crazy. And like, what made them think they was gonna get away with all this shit?
I
And
don't
they do
know.
this shit only for views. And like a real advocate will have this shit. They wouldn't. This shit wouldn't even be monetized. The videos wouldn't even be monetized. You know what I'm saying? If there was really like a real advocate, they should have
Well,
a
his
motherfucking
video
nonprofit.
his videos monetized.
Hell, yeah, motherfucker, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They should have a nonprofit, all that shit.
Yeah.
If they really about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they really about that. And why did his baby mama take off with the kids?
Mm.
If a
I don't
woman
know.
dip with the kids, yo, something going on.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Listen, I used to I used to take Medunetta lessons from Shaka. And then when he kind of switched up after he got on Sinetta's show and he was messing with Cap and he kind of like switched up, on the whole pedophile thing. He kind of like, I don't know, maybe he stopped, because maybe stopped talking because I hang out with Chris, or I talk to, I don't know, Cube. I don't know. He just stopped. It's like he just cut everything off, and then he just started going hard, like really hard on it. Like it was like anybody
Got
can get it.
embarrassed. I saw that at a show. That what this
Mm.
shit all about. They put that thing up there with Gab and shit, with the big penis in his mouth and shit,
Yeah.
and that nigga couldn't explain that shit. That nigga went crazy upon it, and he got
See,
embarrassed.
the thing is, I don't like JJ 7,000. Shout out to him. They always put that up there. They always put the Gab up. They always put the contingents of Horace and set up there. They always talk about those
Right.
things. They talk about the twins, and instead of just addressing it, a lot of people try to shy away from it.
Yeah,
You know,
because
you know what I'm
the
saying?
thing, they think they're gonna lose. Now, if you really about that, you should be able to explain it. You should be
Right.
able to explain it, and you want to, even if it was some old gay shit, or whatever, right?
Right.
You shouldn't be. If that's what you
Right.
represent, or whatever. You shouldn't even be. And that don't mean that you have to be that.
Right.
That don't mean that
But
you have to. Oh, Gab had a fucking thing in his mouth and shit, so I gotta walk around and have one in my mouth. Like there's nothing written in that shit saying that shit. Like, and that's how these people are looking at it. So that tells them they really don't know what the fuck none of this shit is or what it's about.
Right.
And they concerned about how people are gonna look at them and think about them.
Yeah. I mean, it's just if you take it literal, and that's how people take it. If you take it literal, you will be in trouble, and that's how they try to present it as being literal. But if you explain it, like you said, as in the divine symbolism of, you have to be culturally and time specific to how they thought. They didn't have the vocabulary, or they didn't have the same, the progress of critical thinking that we had, or not say that, but how we think today. This is what they did. They saw it, and this is what they said. This is what it was, and this is what it means. They didn't say that they saw this God doing this to himself and for pleasure or for any of that stuff. To us, it looks weird. It looks strange to us, but to them, when they saw it, it didn't look weird. It didn't look strange. It meant something to them. It told a story. So. And it was written it was written at a certain time period. It wasn't written in the first, second, third, or fourth dynasty, or even fifth dynasty. That wasn't drawn in. That was drawn, I think, it was like Middle Kingdom or New Kingdom. So I don't know, man. Every time you get on, I just gotta pop in because you be having my ass. I like, who getting it today? Who getting it today?
Motherfuckers I try to not fuck with. Like I said, that's not even my demographic to fuck with a motherfucker and shit. Like certain shit. Right? Who's that? Like Chris. I'm like, Chris is way too easy to be around. Like I could just end that whole nigga career. If I really want to and want to take the time, but I don't want to take the time and digging through all this goddamn Egyptian bullshit. That shit don't even have no interest in me. I'll smoke that nigga boots and motherfuckers don't even realize half the motherfucking debates he won because of me. I was thinking that the other day. I was like, yo, I could show this nigga a whole Facebook conversation and shit and link and sync those shits up with those debates, and you see all the shit that he used up in the motherfucking debates. And I used to wonder too. Remember how I was always blocked on Solar Mine?
Oh, were you?
You didn't know that shit?
I never knew you was blocked.
Nigga, I was permanently banned. And he would say, I'll unblock you. Because Chris supposed to have some kind of high moderator position at Solar Mine where he can make live streams and all this shit. And he would act like he unblocked me, and next thing you know, I'm blocked again. And I ain't never really had no beef with Solar Mine.
What?
We did. We used to go at we didn't even go at Solar Mine and them. We was helping Solar Mine and them go at fucking Sonetta. We was in tournament.
Yeah.
So I felt some kind of way because I support them, and here they is blocking my fucking ass. It was this nigga blocking my ass the whole time. I bet you. Cause he a jealous type motherfucker and shit. That's the type he is. He jealous and he can't afford to lose. Just like that debate. He told me Sonetta paid him $300 for the JJ receipts.
Oh.
And Sonetta said, I ain't never gave this nigga money for nothing. Neither did I agree on paying him some money for the fucking debate. So he's tell these people this big bold-faced lie talking about he quit the debate because Sonetta supposed to be paying him before the debate. Yeah. And then get up on the Irish Sales show the next day. It said that he was going through, he getting a divorce. The reason he did it because he was getting a divorce from his wife. Yeah. And that nigga ain't never been married. That nigga ain't never had no ring.
The thing is this, man. I don't know. Well, I don't know. He says he has a wife, so I don't have any reasons.
You ever heard her ass?
You know what I'm saying? No, but this is what I will say, right? Because he could be married, maybe not married, maybe he wasn't
he's
legally married. Maybe he wasn't legally married, but he was married. You know what I'm saying? But
I said the
um,
word selectively matter.
huh?
And Chris ain't the type of nigga not to have no ring under this finger. The way he portrayed himself.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Mm,
He never been no Israelite to be like, oh, I ain't wearing no ring because that's Roman and all that stuff. Like, he ain't that type. And he's already said his wife didn't believe in none of that stuff.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, he's back with his wife now, so
So he said. I ain't never
yeah,
heard it. I ain't never heard no kids, no
yeah,
wife, nothing.
yeah,
No.
yeah. But you know, man, for the
We
most
got
part, man,
locked up in
Chris.
the
But
basement.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, Chris. You know, Chris don't really go at people unless somebody's going to him and it's really on YouTube. Chris don't do stuff like that. You don't ever see Chris just jumping up on somebody.
He get up on me?
You know, no, he ain't never got up on you. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
that's right. He already know what time it is. He
But
know what time it is.
my point is, he don't ever just jump up and just start shit with people. I haven't seen that. It's typically
He
somebody
bugging on
says
that
something.
one.
I'm saying it's typically somebody says something. No,
He go at people that he know he could outmaneuver. Some of these people be right that be fucking with him. That be going up on the show. Some of the people be right.
no.
But he can't show the audience that they right. Just like with retarded Henry. You know who we call retarded Henry, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard of him.
I
Yeah.
just keep that name. I say you should make that shit your name, retarded Henry, because you be fucking people up. They want to call you retarded, but you always whipping a nigga ass.
Yeah.
He's straight embarrassed. Damn. He's straight embarrassed. Yeah, he blocked me too, nigga. He blocked me too.
Mm.
Uh,
I don't
oh
know.
shit.
But
Uh,
here's another thing, right? Remember when they was doing all the they was on the SVDL debates and stuff like that?
yeah.
A lot of people had teams. It wasn't just, I mean, I wouldn't be ashamed of like, yeah, you helped me. I mean, we were a team. I wouldn't be ashamed that if that would happen because we caught like what's his name? Damn, it was two Hebrews. They was related. They was helping each other. You know what I'm saying in debates.
Uh huh.
Um, but I told, and the reason why a lot of people won in SVDL is because their team was strong. And I said, if you ain't have a strong team, you're not winning a lot of those debates against top people
But none of them
because you
people
only,
even what they was talking
huh?
about on either side. That's
You
how
say what?
silly it was. None of the people knew what they were talking about on either side of the debate. Like none of those people even knew what they were talking about. None of them. It was all like pseudo information. This like I know that it's just for fun, people trying to do something and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I said this shit is ridiculous. Like this shit is like fucking kindergarten shit. I'm like, Chris, how are you the MVP of the debate league? And it's just like this shit's like the Super Olympics of the debate league.
I mean, he
You
won.
can't be that good if you only
Ain't
going
nobody.
against people that like really don't know what the fuck's going on. Like these niggas is like
Well,
retarded.
I mean,
So you
listen,
going at
no.
people like, you know what I mean? Go. I
What
said,
about
Chris,
Zion?
go
He went to
find some
Zion.
real debate.
He went against
So,
Zion Lex. He went against, okay, Zion Lex. He went against Yara. He went against Asayam Ka. He went against who else was in there that was big?
so you said Yara? You saw what
No,
I
I'm
did
just
to
saying.
Yara, right?
No, I'm just saying he went against Yara's competent dude. Yara can debate.
Yeah,
He may be a
that
lot of
means
pseudo,
what
but
the fuck was going on? You remember me and Yara's beef?
no, no, I don't remember you.
Goddamn,
When did
goddamn
you and
me,
Yara
man.
have a beef?
Baited Chris on SVDL, right?
Yeah.
I gave Chris all the ammo for the debate, and he gonna let Chris. He gonna drop a bust from a museum, and he's gonna try to call it Nemar, King Nemar, or something like that, right?
Neymar? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He gonna try to say it's Nemar. And I'm sitting there, I'm texting Chris during the debate. I'm like, you dumbass motherfucker. Like, I just showed you what the fuck this. I showed you this shit the other day. You letting this motherfucker get out here and not checking him on it, right? He could have won the thing debate hands down. Like, you know what I mean? I'm in a destroying the nigga. I'm not just here to just be swatting at a motherfucker and shit. I'm debating you. I'm tearing your ass up, right? And leaving you with nothing left. I'm like, Chris, the bus, I show you the bus from the fucking museum. The bus doesn't have a name. It's just called the Ruler. They didn't know who that man was. And here he is, gonna try to show his source. You know how the motherfuckers all this PhD bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was this pseudo ass dude that was saying that he could. I forgot. It was some kind of crazy astrology claim he was making, something crazy, right? And he said that thing was Neymar or was some other king or something, right? I forgot who the correct person was. But he said, see, he a PhD. I said, no, he's a PhD candidate. He said, that's a PhD. No, it's not. That's a candidate. That means he didn't take his, what they call that shit? Dissertation?
He didn't do his dissertation. He didn't do his dissertation.
Right? He going back and
Yeah.
forth, right? He gets so mad that I'm making him look so stupid, right? That he don't know what he's talking about. He decides to make a video showing a dude with the logo, my Killer Bee logo over the top of it. My Killer Bee logo over the top, saying that I was molested as a child, and in return, now I'm out here molesting kids. That was
No, Yara did that.
Yo, Show your face.
Yeah, I totally remember. I remember that because that was like right before I left Torah Nights. That's crazy.
Yep.
Is that's the one dude, the old dude, right? Yeah,
Now,
that was dirty.
My community page. I linked the video on my community page. I just put it back up.
Yeah.
I said it's a review of the Killer Bee pedo video.
That's what?
Yeah. That was dirty. That was dirty.
So now it's him because he put the whole Yahweh War Machine logo in the beginning of the video.
Well, that's
right?
him trying to get at you.
Now,
If that's some shit he's just trying to get at you on that one.
Right? I did 4 videos trying to explain to him, and he didn't want to admit defeat. Know what I'm saying? So, if you don't want to admit defeat, I just keep hitting you in the head, right?
Yeah.
So, I showed the guy that had the PhD candidate. I went so far as to get forum messages from his college. What he did was waited too long. He did one dissertation. They sent it back to him. Because it was trash. And the nigga just gave up. You got if you go back, it's like those are one of the first videos I did on my channel on Elder Yara.
Mm-hmm.
So now Shaka puts up a video the other day. Oh, Elder Yara gives me a great welcoming and stuff and all this shit. I say, oh wait. So you teaming up with people that make fun of pedophilia, that puts false accusations and stuff on people, calling them a pedophile? Ain't that what you against? And now you teaming up with the nigga? Elder Yara was a clown. I remember he threatened to kill Chris. You remember that video I did? I put the big Cadillac and shit on the highway driving, like come to get Chris.
Damn.
That was a funny video. That's what I was doing, the news flash videos. Remember I had the little cartoon character? Said the news and shit. It had a news thing on there, like the breaking news and shit. Yeah. So it's funny that he up on Starnetter like he's some scholar or some shit. That nigga dumb as a rock, nigga. That nigga sell use clothes for a living and shit. That's what he should stay doing. Cause he ain't no scholar and he ain't no elder, nobody, and he ain't nobody priest. Priests are ordained. Who ordained him a priest? And he an elder of what congregation? That nigga ain't got no church. That nigga ain't got no congregation. So how the fuck is he an elder or a priest? Where he get his priesthood from?
Oh, I thought it was just elder because you were old. I thought that's what that meant.
That's it. Elder of who? Or what? Elder of his kids? If it's
In this
elder of his
community,
nephews and shit.
elder be a elder in this Hebrew Israelite community.
Shit. He not even in the area where even are Israelites and shit.
Had to put the hood back in priesthood.
Thank you another one.
He put the hood back in priesthood, yo.
Y'all mother you clowning.
Yup. Exactly. Exactly. I embarrassed that nigga. Yo, I drugged that nigga with like 4 videos, and that's why they came out with that video. Now they said show your face, right? So if you do a video and put my logo over the face, that means you know what I look like, right? Now you made the video, so all you have to do is take that logo off and you show everybody what I look like. And then where they fucked up at, they took a clip from another video that I did and tried to sync it over that video. Where I was saying, I'm just ashamed. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed of myself. That's what I said, right? They took it from another video. So I showed the other video where they took it from. The dude clearly didn't have my voice. And then you can see when he moves his head and his arms, you can see that as a very light-skinned dude. And now they can see my face, so now what? That's just as funny as when Judah Nazareth said he found me on a gay rap roster website.
I gotta say this, man. You know what's so funny? That line you said where you're like, I'm ashamed of myself. In my parody where I was pretending to be Judah, in a way to make it like obvious, I was like, I'm ashamed of myself. I used that line. I just threw it out. That was the best. That was like the giveaway, and no one knew what I was saying.
Yup. I'm ashamed of myself. I think I caught that one, nigga. I think I saw that one when you did that. I think I saw that. I'm just ashamed. I'm ashamed. Yup. And they try to, like, they fail rascal. So now, if you're a priest and an elder, you're supposed to be righteous, right? You're supposed to be blameless. So now here you go and doing this shit, bearing false witness, and God say he hate false witness. He'll kill a false witness. So how do he can sit here and call himself a priest and an elder? You see how easy this shit is? That's how Killer Beat is me knocking these niggas out the way. So easy. Just tell the truth and use logic. It's that simple. It's that simple. And but these dumbass niggas that be watching these motherfuckers and shit, like they don't get it. And that's why I say half these motherfuckers deserve to get what they have doing to them. They deserve that shit. Like a lot of these Hebrew Israelites, I'm out here so-called calling myself saving. Half these niggas is racist anyway before they even join. So what I look like trying to save a racist? No, leave that nigga up in that shit. Let him fucking burn up 40 years of their fucking life. Then find out on some bullshit.
You want to know what's so crazy is that there are people who think that black people can't possibly be racist. And it's the funniest thing because I've watched videos where this one lady was like in trouble with the police or something, but she was just constantly trying to bait the cop. Like she would say little things like, I don't like white people, or I don't mess with white people. And it was just like, it's like, lady, we're dealing with something important right now.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with white people, don't know about nothing. You was speeding, bitch. You was doing 85 and the motherfucking 45. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't shit that got shit to do with race.
And it was even worse. It was worse than that because she was drunk and the driver was drunk, and it was just they're both pulling that whole "we don't deal with white people" card. It's like, the alcohol is totally.
I think when they talk about black people can't be racist, I think they talk about it the dynamics as far as in the U.S. or in most countries, but in Africa, you definitely can be racist.
Oh, you want to hear the crazy part? There were actually some people who were black in this country who went back to Africa, and you'll never guess what they tried to do when they went to Africa.
What they?
All right.
Huh?
What did they
What?
try to do? They tried to get them some Africans so they could have some workers, so they could have some.
That's true. I showed that, and this was the actual
They
dissertation
went to Africa so
I
they could
did
have some workers.
a lady
They went to Africa to get them some
Miami, Cuba,
slaves.
and they
Oh,
said that. They said that a lot of those Africans that were enslaved in Cuba, a lot of those Africans that were in Cuba, they actually held on to like a lot of their heritage. A lot of people don't know that shit. That they actually got to know what was going on back home and shit like that from other slaves coming there or whatever and shit, right?
yeah.
But they said like a lot of them they was freeing the slaves. Some of them went back to Africa and started enslaving Africans themselves.
Yeah.
And
Well, you know,
some of them went over there and was like, shit, I'm taking my ass back to the Americas, motherfuckers. You niggas walk around here, ain't got no motherfucking clothes on, none of that shit.
yeah,
Fuck this shit.
yeah.
And they
Well,
also killed a lot of them with disease. When the
yeah,
African came back to Africa, they was
right.
just like how the white man killed a lot of those Indians, they was killing Africans when they went back
You're right.
with disease.
Well, yeah, but you learn. I mean, you learn from your oppressive. You don't know nothing about it, and you've been indoctrinated in it for years. I don't know how many, the hundreds of years or tens
Hey,
of years, whatever.
if they
You go
made
back and you learn how to exploit. That's what you know what I'm saying. You take on those
if they
same
made
attributes.
slavery
So
legal today, your ass
yeah,
would
there's a
quit your
yeah.
job and become a slave salesman, nigga. Quit playing.
Yeah,
Hey, hey, hey,
a plantation would go up, and there
hey,
would be
listen,
like,
You don't want to cut your
listen,
grass. Nigga. You don't want to cut
listen,
your lawn
listen.
every week. Don't tell
But
me you did.
listen,
You're gonna get you a nigga or
no,
whatever else they got for sale.
no,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no.
And
Because you
stop.
gotta understand, even during slavery time, there was a small percentage of people that actually owned slaves. Very, very small percentage. It wasn't even like 30 or 50% owned slaves. Most of the slaves that were held were off of big plantations.
Yeah.
The world, one
People,
thing about the world is still consistent is that the world, the majority of people are still in poverty. That has never ended. So you have to be able to afford a slave to be able to buy one,
yeah.
you know.
You know
But
what I
if they,
found
if
out recently? I've
what?
been at that the library and shit, just looking up on the ancestry site, looking up like old records and like census records and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
on my father's side, they were free. Like prior to 1865.
Uh huh.
If I was researching the shit right, there's motherfuckers these niggas was free before
Yeah.
the shit. You know what I'm saying? There was farmers, and I was looking at stuff like, you know what I'm saying, on the census for say 1920, um, 1910, like show their occupation, how many people was in the house, you know what I'm saying, what the wife did, what the man made for a living, where did he live, how much he made, what was his occupation,
Right.
did he go to school? Now, there was black people live right next door to them that went to college. I was like, this is some crazy shit right here. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And like, they was their old farmer. Like, they didn't work for a nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I look at, like, you know what I'm saying? My grandfather was in World War One. I found
Yeah.
on my mother's side, I found some
I mean,
older
yeah.
people
That was. I mean, there
that
was
I
a.
saw their draft cards and shit like that. But
Yeah.
my grandfather on my father's side, he was a Mason and shit. And he had a lot of land, but you know, like people back then just had a land like that wasn't shit really, like just having a lot of land. A lot of motherfuckers had a lot of land. But yeah, they still got that land and stuff that he left to all his
Yeah.
kids, all that shit. That shit all
Yeah.
forest and shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's just
You
crazy.
better be
So a
glad
lot of this
you
shit,
ain't
like
live.
people be saying, a lot of these black people wasn't even doing that goddamn bad. Like, you know, I'm sure there was some that'll do it bad and shit. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People was
Well.
out able to make a living, just like how if you really want to make a living, you can make a living today.
Yeah. Well, think of this, Killer. Think of this. What is the highest employment rate that's over the last, say, we'll say 50 years? What was the highest? Or say the last 100 years? What was the highest employment rate?
I actually saw something in the newspaper the other day. I forgot what it was. This shit. Well, they said, well, in Connecticut, the employment rate is fucking low as fuck right now. But I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, hold on, let's see right. Employment rate in U.S.
Well, I know one thing. You can get a
So,
job if you want to. I mean, they can Springfield get a job every motherfucking 3 days if you want to and shit.
yeah.
That don't mean that you're gonna stay there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, it's
so,
been rough.
so,
They can fucking get a
so,
job every motherfucking
the
3 days
highest,
and shit. They can be like, oh, man, I quit this
the,
motherfucking shit.
the highest employment rate reached the highest at 64.7% in April 2020.
Ooh.
That's the highest it ever been, right? And then in 1948, it was 59.24%, right? Now, if we just go, so that's just showing you like, so half the country was always unemployed of working
Uh-huh.
age, right? Um, we'll say 2000. Oh, that was in 2020. We'll say that was in 2000 in 2020. We'll say 2023. In 2023, 63.4. I mean 60.3% is the employment rate. So
What
right
about
now,
compared to blacks and whites for those dates?
okay, uh, let's see. No. Okay, so Black Americans are. It says Black Americans, the group with the highest jobless percentage in the country, saw an unemployment rate dip to 5.2% last month from 5.8 starting in November. It is the highest. So, but we need to see what is the employment rate by ethnicity and race. Okay, let's go here. All right. So, damn, this just goes by state. But anyway, I'll just pick any state. I'm gonna pick Illinois. So Illinois, no, this is changing race data. So where is it at? Let's find it. Oh, unemployment rate ratio. Okay. So in Illinois, it's black and white ratio. Fuck. Oh, y'all can go ahead. Shit, I'm trying to figure. Where is this? Shit should be that hard to find. Okay, U.S. Labor Board statistics.
So yeah, that was some interesting stuff with the employment, statistics. Too
Yeah,
bad it doesn't
yeah,
translate to real life though.
yeah. So 2.1, 2.5. So I mean, we'll just say from the ages of we'll say 25 and older, it's double. So it's like 2.6 to 4.6, black to
My
white.
bad. Myself out.
Yeah.
So what was the statistic? The statistic? I
Well,
missed it.
it's from age to sex. So from age to sex, I just go from years 25 and over. Um, white, fourth quarter 2022, 2023, 2.6, and then African Americans is 4.6, 4.5. So it's about double.
What about for the 1950s? Like you had.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I would think when more blacks was employed than whites.
at those earlier ages? It is this like a speculation.
Oh, so it was. It says in 1954, the earliest years for which the Bureau of Labor Statistics has consistent unemployment data by race. The white race, the white rate averaged 5%, and the black rate averaged 9.9%, double. So it seems like it's always about double.
Wait, say that again.
It said that the in 1954, the earliest year for which the Bureau of Labor Statistics has consistent unemployment data by race, the white rate averaged 5%, and the black rate averaged 9.9%. So it's about double.
That's employment or unemployment.
That's unemployment.
So more blacks was unemployed than whites.
Whites, yeah. It's almost like double.
Huh.
It says the last month, the jobless rate among whites was 6.6%, among blacks at 12.6%. Over that time, the unemployment rate for blacks has averaged about 2.2 times that for whites. The widget gaps when black unemployment was as much as 2.77 times that of white unemployment came in the late 1980s as the manufacturing section that employed disproportionate shares of African Americans shriveled. The smallest gaps, ironically, came in the summer of 2009 during the Great Recession. White unemployment rose so high, so fast, and the black jobless rate was only
That's
1.67
the part that I was
times
trying to
higher.
get to. That's the part that I was trying to get to right there. The reason I said like back in the 50s, like or before that, like the industrial era, right? Because like when you
Mm,
had like the Irish and the Italians like coming over, they were unskilled laborers.
mm,
So blacks was getting hired before them, and
mm.
so I was saying like 1920s or some shit like that. Probably there were probably more blacks employed or a higher percentage of blacks employed there. Because you know, like when the whole union thing came out, you got like
Mhm.
just like today, you see like the you know what's funny too? I looked at one of those census things also back then, and it had police officer, right? And it was like the 1800s and shit. And the motherfucker was Irish. I was like, well goddamn. This is before most of them even got here and shit. You motherfuckers still fucking hold the police shit now. Because like out here and shit, like most of the police, like especially in New York, most of the police are Irish. Most of the firemen are Italian. That just the way that shit went down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was because of them securing their jobs, like making sure like their people had like jobs were secure.
Yeah.
I think I might have done a show on that
I
shit.
forgot. Yeah. I forgot. Somebody said it was on TikTok or something on the internet, and it says, "Do you know who the highest employers of Chinese people are?" And then said Chinese.
True.
Yeah,
You
it
don't
makes
never
sense,
see no Chinese
right?
people working nowhere. You don't see no Chinese people working nowhere except some fucking with Chinese people.
Right.
On a job, there might be one Chinese motherfucker there and shit. Any other place you see Chinese people, they working for Chinese people. Whether delivery truck
Yeah.
and shit like that or whatever. It'd be some Chinese company.
Yeah.
But
That's
they
true.
about to hire some Chinese people and shit. They can move to China and shit and start a sweatshop.
That would actually be a terrible thing to do because the problem is it wouldn't be Chinese people in the sweatshop. It would be like, Tibetans or something, minorities that
Damn, nigga, you hating on the Tibetans like that shit? You could slay the guy. You hear this shit, y'all?
I mean,
Niggas
not
like, nah,
me
I'll leave the Chinese alone. I'll just get
saying
these
that's the
Tibetan
way
motherfuckers.
that's the way it normally is because what they do, they'll go to like Tibet was taken over by China. They totally started shifting the demographics so that
Yeah.
the Han Chinese took over the country basically.
Oh, okay.
That's really funny when you look at demographic shifts that aren't normal, where it's like artificially done. Because like
Yeah.
in the case of Tibet, they were just moving in Han Chinese by the boatload and just like making it to where there were so few Tibetans in the country. It was like just
Yeah,
like
like
what they do. They do that everywhere else though, but
when I was doing the importing from China, I used to speak to a lot of the salesmen and stuff. Uh, Number one, they wasn't getting paid shit, and then like someone send me pictures of them and shit like that. I was like, God damn, like these people really ain't doing that great. Like, you know what I mean? Like you see the big factory, they got the little suit on and shit like that, right? But in reality, like on their everyday life when they go home, they probably wear that same suit every motherfucking day. And like the women, it looked like they were like poverty. Like it was almost to the point of seeing like one of those like, you could feed this child for fucking 3 cents a day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It almost looked like one of those commercials, the way they was dressed, like they all have flip flops on and shit. Their clothes is like they got that shit from one of the women's stores like Rainbow and shit, but like Rainbow from like 1987. Like it is like 2000 or something and shit. Like I
yeah,
was like, God.
what's totally nuts is that China and Africa have a lot in common. They really do.
Ooh, speaking of Africa and shit, I just saw something. Somebody just hit me to a YouTube channel. This YouTube channel. They sending Kenyan soldiers to motherfucking Haiti.
Oh yeah, yeah, because Haiti got taken over by gangs. Right now, there's gangs running the country,
Yup.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
the dude
So it's
that's
like
like the
so it's
dude
like
that's
Mexico.
getting, yeah, the dude that's getting all the attention. You'll never believe what his nickname is. It's Barbecue.
Yeah, yeah, yup. Barbecue.
This weird dude named Barbecue is running the country.
Can you imagine that shit? A nigga named Barbecue running the goddamn
Make
country.
makes probably some of the older people nostalgic for the days when it was Papa Doc Duvalier, Francois
Hey,
Papa Doc Duvalier.
yup. Yeah, man. Like I ain't going that motherfucker. Fuck Haiti. I ain't going that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how many black people there. Shit. I ain't going.
Oh,
Straight.
it's a very different country, and you go there and you hear a language that sounds like French, but it's like got so many other things mixed in. It's like ridiculous.
This here, boule, 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 boule. I had a couple of Haitian friends and shit. Like boule, 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 boule. I just be like boule, 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 boule. They used to get mad as hell and shit. I'm like boule, boule, boule. Motherfuckers is crazy though. Motherfucker chop your goddamn head off with a machete quick. Motherfuckers like shit.
Or
Like
according to one source, according to one source, they'll just kill you for whatever.
yeah.
The sun came up
I seen
today.
a motherfucker with a machete before. I seen that shit in my own eyes. That motherfucker would go over that motherfucker head and shit, hit that motherfucker shoulder blade. Fuck that motherfucker up. Big ass gash in this shit. Lucky motherfucker didn't die. I seen the motherfucker get chopped in that shit. Crazy. The fucking no Haitians, motherfucker. The motherfucker ain't got no sense. no sense.
Especially not now. I wonder what they're doing now that they have the country. All these gangs are like, what do we do now? We just shoot each other?
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's what
Like
they gonna do.
that's the problem of like when you get into power, you go, all right, what's the next step?
Well, it's
You're
fucked up
not
because
built for
the
leadership.
gangs, the
Yeah, they're
force of
gangs.
votes. They
Yeah,
use the gangs to force the votes and shit. They do that in Jamaica too. This dude was telling me and shit. He said the motherfuckers come out. What was it? PNC, and there's another gang, another political party and shit. And they got colors and shit. And used to live in a PNC neighborhood. And they said the motherfucker, now you know your blood clot vote, motherfucker. Kill your motherfucking ass. You don't go out there and vote. And they tell you who to vote for. Yup.
that ain't democracy. That's
Out here, there's this black lady and shit I know and shit. She worked to help get the mayor elected. Our mayor right now in 2000, I forgot what year it was. He got elected, then went to prison for motherfucking fraud. He was getting kickbacks. Like he was developing all this shit, like putting new sidewalks and all that shit. Well, the companies that was putting in the sidewalks was giving them kickbacks. So they were showing like how this one company and shit went to his house and made a pool, built him a pool, He got all these cases of wine from another company. Like, you know what I mean? So
Oh,
like,
that's crazy. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the mayor of Detroit. He had a debit card that was meant to be used for like expenses for the city, things like
huh?
that. And he was using it like it was his own debit card. Like
Yeah,
he was going into restaurants and just swiping that thing so much it probably wore out before it was supposed to.
yeah. See, out
That's the
here they
crazy
would
part. Yeah,
say
he,
like you
he
get a
got busted
contract.
for it.
Say you get a contract, the job, $400,000 and shit, right? And he makes sure this company get the contract. And when they get that $400,000, they're gonna slide him fucking 50,000. Know what I'm saying? They can slide him in the back door that 50,000 for getting him the job. But he went to jail, got out of prison, and ran for mayor again and won. Right?
How,
And
how
then
do
went
you
over
how
there
do you
again
get
and
out
won.
of So wait, he got out of prison and then he decided I'm gonna run for office again, and
Yup.
they said
And he
sure
won.
thing, buddy, you're on the ballot. Here you go.
And he won. And right now, there was just an election out here now, right? Ain't nobody trying to let no Puerto Ricans. I ain't trying to be racist. You know, ain't nobody trying to let no Puerto Ricans.
Oh shoot, I'm the only one up here. All right, it's it's my channel now. Anyway, I'm sure Kill will be back in a minute. But yeah, that's just crazy. Political corruption doesn't sound too bad until it happens where you live. I mean, I'm sure, as long as it's in some third world country or, they're rioting over there and you don't have to deal with it, awesome. It's in the newspaper. You just read it and you go, oh, that's crazy. Can't believe that would happen. And you go, well, thankfully I don't live in a country like that. Finally look out your window and you see, dudes throwing a newspaper kiosk through a Starbucks window. Like, oh shoot. Or you see some Antifa guys putting bricks out. Crazy stuff like that, stuff that doesn't happen. Still got people watching. Oh, we got 6 people watching. Probably the sixth one, but yeah, that whole situation in Haiti is just ridiculous. Can't imagine having gangs running the whole show. That's Yeah, I really don't have much else to say. I'll be back.
Sorry, my bad. I just be moving my hands across stuff off there. But yeah, so they was like, yo. So the dude won again, but then they turned around and was like, yo, how did you get this video feed on state building? You know what I mean? So that's like a uh-oh moment. Like he played himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he trying to get at somebody and he forgot what he was doing was illegal. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was crazy. That's a big thing. But the mayor is Joe Ganim. Go look up Joe Ganim and shit. You'll see all this shit. He a bad motherfucker. He's not even white. Like, most people think he Italian. He's not. He's Syrian, Persian. He was actually my lawyer. His brother was my lawyer and shit one time. For some suit I had. Where you get that Supreme hoodie from, Nike? They got big money and shit. See Nike with the Supreme hoodie on and shit? You know, I used to be sponsored by Supreme back in the day. In the 90s. You know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, for skateboard.
Yeah,
Yup.
yeah. But funny is some people that went from liking me to hating me, they decided when they didn't like me anymore that this thing was fake. They're like, oh, he's got to get some
Yeah,
more
right.
money to buy some more fake Supreme hoodies because like they're talking trash. Like
Yeah, they hate it. Hate
it's
it.
so funny how people will go from liking you and then when they don't like you, it's like everything they thought about you just shifts. It's
Yep.
like
Yep. Oh
suddenly
shit.
you're the worst person in the world. Like I've had every accusation thrown at me, but the funny thing is, it's all stuff I've heard before. And
Yeah.
and this is one of those times where I'm very glad that I went through the whole thing with Judah Nazareth and Torah Knights because
Yep.
it taught me how to deal with some of this BS so effectively. Because like
Right.
I've learned just to ignore it, and like it's just
Yep.
crazy. Like
I love it. Because I know I got more for, like right now, since 7 motherfuckers up in here. 6. See, that was a motherfucking hater right there that dropped out. 6. I bet you 5 of them hate me out of that 6.
yeah,
They
that's
all
the
some good
thing.
motherfuckers.
When you have hate viewers, you're still winning because they're
Yes.
watching you.
Yep. I encourage people to hit that dislike button. Like Willie Grits used to tell you.
It's
I'm mad you never got to meet Willie Grits and shit. Oh.
Yeah, the sad thing is when he was on here, I was still not cool with you, and that
Yeah.
was a shame because like he was a cool dude. I just at the time I couldn't stand him, but I couldn't stand him because he used to get on my nerves.
Yo, his first
Along with that
appearance.
Rant Ramel dude, he used to get on my nerves too for some reason.
Oh yeah, yup, yup.
Just there were a lot of people. You were like cool. No, I thought you were cool even when you were talking about me and all that. I was still.
Now, a lot of people don't know we used to still talk and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like behind the
It
scenes.
was
I'm
it
like,
was
nigga,
super
get
funny
out the
because
phone.
you'd send me like messages on Facebook, and sometimes my mood would just be so weird that I would just blow up, and I would just get mad. It was like,
Get bad at the motherfucker and shit. I'm like, nigga, then one time we thought we got you and shit. We like, oh shit, then he showed up over here and shit. Then he might quit this motherfucking during night shit.
but look, but here's the thing that the people need to know is what got me out of Torah Nights?
Oh yeah, JJ 7000.
No, it was Judah Nazareth. I'll tell you, it was Judah Nazareth got me out of Torah Nights because he blew up on JJ 7000 one day, and I was just disgusted with him. I was like, I can't hang out with this dude. He dropped off. But yeah, I couldn't handle Judah anymore. I was like, he has no character. He's just flipping out on this JJ guy. And then come to realize later that JJ 7000 was a certifiable piece of poop. And I was like, okay, if I had known then what I know now, I would have probably been encouraging Judah to go a little crazy on him. I would have been like, yeah, keep calling him that, keep calling him that, go harder, come on. It's like watching someone get beat knowing they deserve it. I would have probably been encouraging Judah. before he dropped off, I was telling them that if I had known what I knew later on about JJ, I would have been encouraging Judah to give JJ some more call him an N word again, call him an N word again. I would have been like,
Oh,
because that's what
yeah,
that's
that
what
shit was
Judah was
crazy.
doing. He was screaming at him. He was like, bitch. I'm like, I would have been encouraging that more, but that's what got me out of touring that. Just Judah Nazar's behavior, his whole
Yeah,
lack
his
of,
behavior.
you know.
Yeah, he was just unhinged. Like there was something wrong with him. Definitely something wrong with him. It still
But
is wrong.
it was just the whole screaming thing. It was like it's one thing to call someone names. It's one thing to be disrespectful. But it's
Yeah,
like he was just going crazy with it, and I was like, I can't handle this.
yeah, that shit
That's what
fucking
got me
nuts.
out of tour nights, just the whole thing. But it's so weird because it's just.
I used to be like, Nigga, I'm about to drop a video. You sure you don't want to leave tour nights?
But it actually says quite a bit about it says quite a bit about Judah Nazareth that I left because of his character. He
Yeah.
was the head of the group. He would never say he was the leader, but he was always the head of the group.
Yep.
And if someone said that they could do it without him, he used to get really offended. It was like he's like, no, you need me.
I'm the
Just
Torah team. I'm the Mashal of the Torah temple.
that's another
I think-
funny thing. That's another really funny thing is I would later find out that that word is in Arabic too.
Oh shit.
It's just
Yo, we got
super
so many
crazy.
receipts, motherfucker, yo. So many goddamn receipts, yo. Yo, I
But
went a whole year, nigga, more every day
yeah,
for a
but
whole year.
here's a little tidbit that I can give you in case you're curious. You know how Judah used to brag about how he had an Ahmadiyya Quran?
Yeah.
The Ahmadi Muslim community is its own weird cult by itself.
Oh shit.
So that's like a cult that, got into a feud with some other Christian cult.
Huh.
So it's really funny. The guy that led the Ahmadiyya was just like Judah, but also the guy that he was feuding with. It was
Yeah.
like Torah Knights back in the day. And they both are trying to curse each other. That's another funny connection. The Ahmadiyya guy was trying to curse the crazy cult leader.
Yeah, man. This shit is crazy, bro.
So yeah, having an Ahmadiyya Quran is funny.
Remember, he had tried to say that we need to start embracing Islam too, and all that dumbass shit. I'm like, oh, remember the outfits? Remember the Torah Nights garments?
Oh yeah, the one that when I was looking at it once, and my brain something in my head clicked, and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like a KKK outfit, does it? Like, oh shoot, it looks like a KKK outfit.
I remember who was that Z and somebody had that shit on, and they was on the live stream, had the camera on, and they had like a bathrobe or something hanging on the back of their door, and it looked like a coat. You know how something hang on hang on the door on a coat hanger and shit. It's like a code and shit. So he black as hell and shit. So he's sitting in front of it, and he had the white garment on, the Torah Nice garment on, and I was like, this nigga out of this motherfucker wearing a goddamn clan suit. Okay, man. I was like, oh shit, son hanging up behind him and shit. It looked like he had the hood on and shit. That's so funny as hell. But shout out to Tritel wife, yo. I don't see how she put up with all that motherfucking bullshit. She was cool and shit. She's a nice lady.
I was telling some people about this for whatever reason, and the crazy part is I got to Trey Tell, and I mentioned how he had that experience in the supermarket.
Oh my
He
god.
smoked a
Oh,
little
that bullshit.
weed. He smoked a little weed, and all of a sudden he's at the third degree.
Judah made a video on. Yeah, Tritel did it. He's in the third degree. You say Trey Tell did it. He's at the third degree.
It wasn't
You say,
even the part that was the craziest. The craziest part is Trey Tell. He was married to a white woman, and I'm never gonna let that go. But here's the thing is he used to say death to you, you know what?
yup.
Like how do you do that?
Yup. That shit crazy, yo.
Oh,
You
that's
both
so wrong.
Judy hears voices to tell him to lube up. Yeah, you motherfuckers is crazy, yo.
But yeah, Trey Tell was crazy. Trey Tell was
Yeah, Trey Tell
crazy when
was
he was
crazy.
making fun of the GOCC because he would be like, and
Yup.
this abortion survivor next to me is a fine lawyer.
Yeah, man. Trey Tell was something else, boy. Trey Tell was something else. Them jokes and shit. He still does that a little bit and shit. I ain't seen with it a little while though. But he did something recently, going at some groups and shit. Oh,
Well, good for him, but he's still, I don't know. He'll never
he's
redeem
that
himself in
bullshit.
my He'll never redeem himself in my eyes for the Mulatto Five. That's
Yeah, the mulatto pie. That's just some wild shit. That's just wild.
or his
Mulatto pie.
favorite or his favorite little catchphrase that I just mentioned. You know the
Yup.
that's just
Mulatto pie. Trey Tell. Live with Trey Tell. Then he was doing the football, the Florida State shit. He's still doing that, I guess. He was doing good on that shit for a little bit. Then he stopped doing it and he came back. And that shit wasn't going like it was going before. Yeah, he was like one of the first ones to get monetized. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit's crazy. But I gotta get up off of here and shit. Man, sick as a
yeah. It's
dog.
been 2 hours.
Yeah. You motherfuckers is crazy on here.
I'll probably I didn't make the video yet, but I'll probably make a video like I was saying. I think I vaguely remember what topic it was supposed to be. But people
Yeah.
really like that Chinese Illuminati one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be writing for my blog and some other stuff, trying to get other stuff
You got
going.
the
But
AI cube. I remember I mentioned that AI shit to you and shit. You did not like that shit. You was like, oh hell no. What's
the
up,
whole
man?
the
How
whole
you doing?
the whole issue that I have with AI is that it's gonna put any kind of like intelligent like out of
Oh,
business. And it's not even that. It's just the whole thing seems weird. Like there was a guy who he was talking to his AI waifu, and his waifu convinced him to try and kill the queen with a
oh shit.
crossbow. So the Queen of England almost lost her life to some guy that not only was chatting with his, this fake thing that's supposed to be a woman,
But the people that developed that, they recently got in some trouble because they're supposed to be open source and like nonprofit, but they said that they're selling the technology to some companies and stuff. But I also tried using it like um it pretty much like if you ask it some like out of pocket stuff, it will reply as like, yo, I'm not designed for that. Like you say, oh, what happened? Like I asked her, like, what happened? Like nothing gonna happen because I don't have no emotion like that and stuff. It wouldn't like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Which is
yeah,
kind of like
that's
cool.
cool.
But my
I'm
boy
gonna
did
let
get
you
it.
go. Yeah, I'm gonna
Hey,
let
before
you
you,
go. I gotta go address something, but
yeah. All right,
all right, take care,
all
man.
right, all right, y'all. I'm gonna hop up off of here. In 2.5 hours. Don't forget to go unsubscribe Maat Forever. Cancel your memberships, all that good stuff. Um, And yeah, I catch you back again. And make them say my name, motherfuckers. Make them say my name. Killer B, what's fine in general. Like, share, and subscribe. We'd like to support the channel. Get my Cash App at $ Coat Buster. Or you can use any other the YouTube portals and stuff. The portals to donate to the channel. So, bye bye, Definitely Javis. So with that, y'all, I'm up out of here. Later.